Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. The Warriors are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. They'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do that.
And as far as the regular season goes, Kevin, this is as good as it gets. The definition of a rivalry, a game between these two teams is always special.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I mean, we've seen so many great contests between them in the past that it's impossible not to be amped up. Can't you tell?
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the back. Barnes and Green, the forward tandem. And it's Bogut in at the 5, down low. When you look at the numbers for the Warriors last season, their offense revolved around Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Kevin. The numbers were staggering. And with Curry on the floor, they were right at the top of the league in offensive efficiency. And when he sat down, they were the worst. A lot was on his shoulders, and he carried that burden well.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, we're in good company this season. Kevin Durant, Mark, gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are 2 keys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Curry. Second chance effort, and it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got his second basket.
Really getting after it on the offensive boards, adding to his early total with that putback.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that
Tore it down that time. Filthy, just pure filthiness. Filthy to the 5th degree.
I'm filthy listening to you say filthy. How's that for a show? Holy smokes.
Oh, man.
Curry passes to Green. Curry wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not. Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
And the wide open shot from Griffin. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Back to Thompson. Bogut against Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Curry. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's well penetrated. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 7 points for James.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Early on last year, the Warriors showed that they were going to be a team to make the postseason in the West. Couldn't get the home court advantage, though, and that kind of hurt them.
Yeah, it did. And as dangerous as their team is in the playoffs with the shooting ability they have, they're much better if they could have gotten that extra game at Oracle Arena.
And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Second, Stephen Curry.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, rebounding was always a big part of their game.
Yeah, I think that's true, Steve. It's not a necessary attribute for a point guard, but the ability to rebound is something that took a few of the greats to another level entirely, and it helps your team, too.
That extra game would matter in the end. Last postseason, the Warriors lost to the Clippers and went back and forth Game 7.
And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Barnes has got his first bucket in this one.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The Warriors expected and hoped to go farther than the first round of the playoffs, but you have to give them a lot of credit for playing the Clippers as tough as they did, considering they were down multiple centers during that series.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Thompson against Miller. And Green gets it to go.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Mark. I mean, as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
For the Clippers, Pierce is checked in for Griffin. And Stevenson comes in for Wesley Johnson. And it's Crawford in for Miller. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Lee comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their team. I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Cole Aldrich is checked in for Paul Pierce.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
Goes up again. Again, the miss by Lee.
Defender was in his jersey that time, Steve.
And he rattled him. He clearly was not comfortable at all on the release.
And it's Paul penetrating. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Jordan with a screen on Thompson. Off the pick.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. And as you said with Jamal, a lot of players can't really make that change between being a starter or a sub, but he does it so smoothly in such short time. It really adds a lot of utility to this team.
Spades dishes to Lee. And that one's good.
Looks like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Well, Crawford described it perfectly, Clark, when he said as a sixth man, you have to come in and force yourself into the game. As a starter, the pressure isn't there as much as you can go with the flow.
Yeah, players like him can often do one or the other. Come in firing off the bench or let the game come to you. But rarely can they assess what the team needs like Crawford does and adjust on the fly so smooth. You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often like he did on that slam.
Still got some power behind him, though.
Yeah, I mean, you let him get in close like that, he'll throw one down hard on him.
Here is Livingston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Iguodala outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself.
Well, it's been
It's a special New Year's Eve.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
The other thing we've seen right from the start, guys, is the willingness to drive the lane, get penetration, and challenge this defense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Iguodala out there with Livingston, and it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done. I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Pass to Barnes. Lee sets a screen for Barnes. Feeds it to Lee. Second chance shot. It's good, and the Clippers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Spates.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? It's such a tight game.
Hey, right. Very rarely will you out-rebound an opponent like that and not have it pay off.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 in North Carolina. Total took the size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
The Warriors have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Well, solid numbers for this club from the free throw line this season, shooting about 77% collectively.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Miller comes in for Paul. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, David Lee is one of the more skilled power forwards in the NBA. He credits his skill level in part to growing late. He said, I wasn't always the biggest guy growing up. I was actually a point guard my freshman year of high school. I played some wing and some at guard. Kevin kept those skills as he grew.
One of the best passing big men in the game, Doris. Thank you. And Barnes, the jump overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Shot to stop the run, and Griffin sends it back. Johnson goes in, and the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Crawford against Curry. Here's Livingston, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Crawford, no one around him. Again, Los Angeles.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
The numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting much better percentage.
And good on the basket. Book it. And that's 13 points for Steph Curry.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
And how about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Well, you look at Miller, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Klay Thompson. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Livingston, dives for it. It's stolen by Johnson. From past the arc, and it's good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
That is not an easy shot right there. He has to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
Outside Curry. Screen by Bogut. Livingston passes to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. Off the left rim and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Miller. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Well, you got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.